Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy G Stitches, and it is a new vlog week. It is currently Sunday, March 22nd, and yes, I did that without looking. This is a channel about cross stitch, and I do like a daily vlog of what I'm working on, and then piece it all together and slap it up there for you every week. So, jumping right in. Today is Sunday. Sunday in my rotation means hay day. Because I finished a page on Minnie, Alice, and a Dolly Dream last week, I get to work on a new Haid until it gets its page finished. My daughter chose Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. So I currently have 500 stitches in it from when I started it in January. I want to try and get 500 to 600 in it tonight. So we will see how that goes. And I will try to remember to check in with you later tonight and show you. Now, something else I'm doing is I'm trying to get back into the swing of doing daily 30. I know I got away from it a little, like 3/4 of the way through January or February. I was doing really good, working on Forever and Ever every day, and I got away from that. Well, I want to bring it back to Minnie, Alice, and a Dolly Dream. She's my focus Haid this year, and I still want her to get plenty of time, even though she's not getting these 10 hours on Sunday night, or however long. So I started today. I did 30 minutes on her in these little partial blocks down here. I got 3.5 of them done. A little more than that. A little less than that. Something like that. It was 74 stitches. So that's good. And if I can keep that progress up every day, that'll be pretty good. Plus it'll get Wednesdays on scavenger hunt days. So I've already done my daily 30 on that, and I'm going to work on Once Upon a Fairy Tale for the rest of the evening. That's it. I'm really quick on this part of the video. Should have seen the end of last week. Hot mess. So, it was 5 seconds ago. I'm gonna get to stitching, and I will check in with y'all later. Good morning, everybody. You're in a different direction, and you get to see all my mess because I didn't want to have to move my iPad and lose service, so that as soon as I'm done recording this, I can go right back to watching Netflix. So, worked on Once Upon a Fairy Tale all night. I had 500. I had the top 3 rows and the next 2 rows when I started. I now have an additional diagonal plus that one. So 500 stitches tonight. It wasn't quite the 600 I was going for, but man, it was pretty confetti heavy. On top of that, I have this table right here, and that I keep my floss box on. And I went to cross my legs, and I kicked the bottom of the floss box, and it flew, and it came apart, and all the floss went everywhere. So I've been slowly putting it back together all night long. I still gotta pop the lid back in. So that's taking some time too. Plus uploading my floss tube because I had to go somewhere else to do that, and I didn't take the stitching with me. It's a Haid. So we may have to rethink how we do that now that I don't have Wi-Fi here. So anyway, I am going to there we go. That's all good. Alright, so that is it for tonight. I still have about an hour left of work, but I need to catch up on some numbers and some stuff like that. And clean everything because, you know, COVID. So, I'm going to let y'all go, and I will check in with y'all this evening. Evening, everybody. Welcome back. It is Monday, March 23rd, I believe. And I'm back. I've already done my daily 30, which I will show you. And then we're going to get started on homework. So, here is where I got to. I got 2 blocks done, I think. Which total 49 stitches. I guess I was way more distracted this time than I was last time. I'm not sure what was going on there, but there's where we are. I'm gonna I have 1 more row, and then that's the end of page 1, but I may stop it there. stop at the end of page 1 and start actually filling in squares at that point, like full squares instead of partials. I'm not sure. Guess we'll see tomorrow what I feel like doing. Once again, you can probably tell how my day is by my hair. I did not sleep much today. You know, just everything going on. There's a lot of stressors. Work in particular. I'm currently working, but we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, so next is homework. So for School of Magical Stitches, it's 1,000 stitches this week. You can choose between 1 of 2 prompts. Either a scary project, something that scares you or has something scary on it, or your personal Mount Everest, something that you are having to work to achieve or overcome obstacles in order to complete, that sort of thing. So the first thing that came to my head was my autumn wreath. It is almost my oldest project. The only one older is a Hade, and it's not even in rotation right now, so we're not even going there. So it's currently my oldest. When I first started, it was one of the first times I ever stitched on linen, and so getting used to that took a little while. Plus it's a lot of confetti. It's not a great pattern because it's from a magazine. So I've just had one thing after another. Most recently, I thought I wasn't going to line up as I'm coming around the circle, and that really scared me. But I figured out where the problem was, and I got it fixed. Well, I got it ripped out. I haven't put it back yet. But so here's where we're at. This is all I have left, y'all. There's a little bit down here, and then from the ribbon up. Now there's some back stitching I have to go back down here and do, but my floss got wet. Condensation from my soda. It's water. It's fine. But yeah, this is all I have left to do. Oh. So in the 1,000 stitches goes. Okay. 1,000 stitches is going to make a huge dent in that if I can stay focused long enough to finish 1,000 stitches. So I'm going to work on this for that homework. Because it's 1,000 stitches and Cheryl's homework is between 300 and 400 stitches, I was able to pick 3 homework prompts that will go along with this, or so that I'm double dipping. That is something that can obstruct a construction of a train. If you notice, well, you can't really see a whole lot but it's a lot of growth. It's vines, it's flowers. That's something that can obstruct. So there's that. Also, I just wrote this down. Let me work on it. Okay, something that has exhausted me, because when I was first, exhaustion has happened with this prompt. And something that would look neat as a postage stamp. I like the autumn wreath on a postage stamp. I think would be amazing. Also, I get to triple dip it because Enchanted Stitches has work on your oldest whip, and this one is my oldest whip currently in rotation. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot done on this, and we're gonna stay focused and get it done. Please. I would love to get it done in one night, but I really think it's going to take part of tomorrow night. So I'll check in at the end of the night tonight, but if I'm not to my 1,000, then it'll come back out tomorrow. So, yeah, that's it for me, and I will check in with y'all here in a little while. Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, March 24th. Okay, so I didn't check in last night, but it's because I tried to get every stitch in that I could. By the time I put it up, my relief was here. So I came back and I immediately started on it again tonight. Well, you know, as immediately as I could. Anyway, so I just got to my 1,000 stitches for homework. So here is where I got to. Let's do this. So pretty much, not 100%. There was some stitching done here, but pretty much everything else was from the ribbon up. Look, it matches up. That was so good, because remember, there for a little while I was really worried about that, and I did find an error, pulled it all out, or pulled it back down to like here, fixed it, brought it back up, and I'm starting to come around the top on the outside, and it's going well. It doesn't look like it's gonna match up, but it will, because it does this. So yeah, I've been building my way up, but then it's kind of just how it went. I would just like pick a color and start working on it. So as you can tell, it needs back stitching, so you can tell that those are berries. And I've got to do back stitching down here, but 1,000 stitches was very good progress. I'm kind of hoping that the next time Magical Stitches does a 1,000 stitch prompt, it's something this fits and I can just really get some work on it. So I'm done with it for tonight. That also fit 3 of Cheryl's prompts and 1 in Enchanted Stitches. I need to go and post those pictures. I haven't because service just is horrible out here. I finished up my puzzle for Letter of Fortune. It was taco seasoning, which is so appropriate. I love tacos. And then I told them I didn't want another puzzle. We've got about a week left of the month. I probably could have done another puzzle or 2, but the trouble I'm having is that I keep forgetting to go and post. And when I do, like, my posts have been so whacked because the service, like, I think it posts and then I go back later and it didn't post, and then I go back later and there's like 4 of the same post. So it's annoying. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I need to see if well, no, I can't. I'm done with homework for the week. Not entirely, but my next project is not homework specific, but it is one that I need to go ahead and get started because I have to get it done on a deadline. It's a model stitch, so I can't tell you anything about it. Except I can show you the fabric. Why don't I just show you the fabric? We'll do that. It is this gorgeous, luscious yellow. I figure with finishing A Tale as Old as Time recently, I needed another project on a beautiful yellow. This is Golden Sun from Zweigart. It is a beautiful golden color. So I'm going to get started on that. I'll check in with you later, but I won't be able to show you anything for a little bit. So I'm gonna have to focus on it a bit for the next, I've got like a week and a half. So I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of stitching on that, but I'll still, no, I need to do my daily 30. I haven't done it yet. So we're gonna pull out Alice, do daily 30 on her, and then I will get started on that. So I will have something to check back in with you. Tomorrow night I will do scavenger hunt. And then Thursday and Friday, that may be my focus piece, or I may split it between 2 things. Being at home, it's hard to predict, that sort of thing. So that is it for me right now, and I will check in with y'all here in a little while. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It is Friday, March 28th. I know I haven't checked in a few days. It's been my days off, and you know I'm not that good at that, but here I am, because I have a lot to show you and I'm not going to work for a few days, so we may have to cut and upload. Part of the reason I haven't really checked in is, of course, I'm still working on that model stitch. I did, however, on Wednesday night switch to scavenger hunt, but because I was home, I didn't get like 200 on all my scavenger hunt pieces, but I did finish Sophia, and I have her right here, so I thought I'd show you. It's been crazy around here. Been getting some stitching in, but not great stitching, not like last week. Quite a bit of cleaning, some homework. So there she is, all done. So once again, I want to thank Deborah at Stitch the Stash because she let me borrow it, and I'm going to be sending it back to her. Very excited. And I think I'm going to replace this one with Guardians to get some progress done on it. I'm trying to remember if that's right, because there was another piece that I was like teeter-tottering between the two. I think Autumn Wreath. I was thinking about doing Autumn Wreath. I might do that one. I know it's not as close to finish as Guardians, but it's my oldest whip, so I might do that. Okay, I guess you'll see next week when I work on scavenger hunt and stuff. I need to go take pictures though, so I gotta make a decision soon. Okay. I have lots of Happy Mail, and it's kind of here, there, and everywhere because excitement, but I want to show you. So the first is a gift for helping out Vicky with the School of Magical Stitches stuff last year and this year, and she sent me a gift, and part of it is not here. So, the part of it's right there. I think I'm missing one part of it though. So anyway, first she gave me this little bag. Inside is cute little bears and bunnies, just maybe like an accessories pouch, or I don't know, maybe I'll just hold some of my patterns. I love that my name is embroidered on it. So actually it's probably gonna have to be like my new chicken and be with me all the time. It doesn't zip closed, so I worry about it being my actual chicken, but I don't know. I keep it something in there with me all the time. And this other bag is also embroidered. Let me show you the inside first. It's got Mimi. How cute is that? And it's the blue jean outside. And it's got a name embroidered on it. It's kind of an inside joke where somebody basically said that I was entitled, and that because I'm a floss tuber, I think I'm entitled, which has never been the case. So when somebody insults you and you know it can't stick, you might as well run with it and love it and laugh about it all the time. So I now have a bag that says entitled. So I thought that was really cute. And Vicky, the little jokester. Okay. Next, oh, and she also sent me this needle minder from Kate Blanchett, No Name Needle Minders. It says all was well. It's a Harry Potter needle minder. And I believe it's a beaded needle threader, but I opened the bag in my car and I don't know that it ever made it in the house. So I'll have to find that later and show you. The other thing that I got from, I ordered from Vicky Gable over at Stitch and Button, is she has these neat, so part of it's a needle minder, and mine says "We're all mad here," which I love that saying. But it has this chain on it, so you can clip it to your work and not lose your frogging needle. It's a pretty good chain too. So that's pretty neat. Now it doesn't so much stick to the front because of that button. I mean it can, but it tends to stick more on the back. But that's pretty neat. So that was one of my other things. Okay, next we did a market order. Me and my multiple personalities, and I stuck them in this thing. Where did I stick them at? Maybe. I've been scanning in a bunch of stuff, so some of this is old. I just need to find my new ones. They're not in here. Okay, we're just gonna have to make a mess. A mess is what is called for it. I also have to have a fan on because it got hot. And that's not helping. You need to find anything. Okay, that's not it. Okay, well let's go to today's order. Today's mail that came in. I ordered from 123 Stitch because I got gifted a Haid recently. Gotta figure out where I put things, and I wanted to kit it up, so I ordered the fabric, which is just the 28 count light gray matte easy count for the 10 by 10 blocks. And I bought a big enough piece that I could split it into two and kit up two. This is QS Ladybug from Heaven and Earth Designs that was bought for me by Vicky at School of Magical Stitches a while ago. And this one is for Ornament Fairy Spell, which was gifted to me from a student at School of Magical Stitches as a thank you for helping Vicky out with running things. So that was really sweet. So I want, here's how I'm thinking about playing this. Right now these are going to go in my stash as kitted up, and if they come up in my drawing on the 29th where I get to do a new start, I will go ahead and start them. If they do not, the other way that they can come out into play is if I get a bingo on WhipGo, which the letters for April were drawn and it didn't do me any help. You can't even get a bingo right now because the right ones haven't been called. So, I mean, I could wait all year for these if they don't come up in a new start on the 29th. So, we'll see what happens there. Really need another Haid, like a hole in the head, but I couldn't help it. They're different than the other four that I have going, because one's an ornament, so it's round. It's not small, it's 225 by 225. But being in a circle, I'm thinking about actually attempting cross country instead of block by block, because the circle doesn't really work so well with that. The other one, the QS Ladybug, is monochrome. It's basically you're just stitching outline, so that it's just one color, so that makes that life easy. Anyways, all right, so that I ordered that fabric from 123 Stitch. I also ordered the Hands On Design Hip Hop Chockful. I have some of the others, not all of them, but I have. And I ordered Easter House Trio by Waxy Moon Designs. I think I have the Halloween one. Now I have the Easter one. And then, you can't see it because I've already put it up, but I think, let's see, where is it at? Right. No. Okay. This teal, like right here, I was out of, and like up here, this one of those, 801. Yeah. That one. I was out of them. Those were the only two colors I needed to have a completely full board. So ignore this space right here, because that's just, this is the end of the main set, and this was that one set you had to buy in the package. So anyways, there's those, and then these are just some extras, but there, up there is a full set. Okay. So, that cleared up that. There is, haha, there we go. Oh. There we go, okay. This was the other thing Vicki sent to me. It says, or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends. Those cunning folk use any means to achieve their ends. So that was my other one. I knew I had them. Okay. So, market releases. I bought Well-Rounded Perennial Pinwheels from Hands On Design. I particularly like these ones in the middle, but I kind of want to do all of them. This would, I don't know. I love them all. So, there's that one. I got the Stitcher's Heart from Hands On Design, which is really cute. It has, like, you know, all the stitchy stuff on it. Love, Friends, and Home from Jardin Privé. I think that one's just so sweet. I think I even have fabric picked out in my head. And Mary Mary Needleworker from Lindy Stitches. So, and remember, this one has two colors, the day and the night, and you don't have to purchase them separately. They are right here. So, that is pretty neat. Okay. I knew I had Happy Mail on the way. I did a little, you know, stress buying, but I didn't expect it to all come at once. And actually, I'm still waiting on a few things. I bought some fabric from Valkyrie Stitchworks, or Stitch House, Stitchworks? I don't know, Valkyrie something. Some hand-dyed fabric. I should have fabric of the month coming soon. I have my floss of the month coming soon, hopefully. And I ordered something from Stitch and Button. Something else. Or something was ordered for me and sent to me. I don't know. Vicki just said I should be expecting mail at some point. So, it's a good thing the mail's still running, right? A little small update on us. We thought my husband's days were getting cut back. They didn't. I mean, he's working unarmed instead of armed now, so it's a pay cut, but he's still getting 3 days. I went up to 5 days. I'm going to a different location temporarily, but it's a matter of importance, and I was the right person for the job, which is pretty cool. So instead of working 4 14-hour days, I'll be working 5 12-hour days. So you know, it is what it is. I was actually wanting more time off since the kids are home, but the way they did it, my husband and I don't have a day off together, but we only overlap 1 day, and so the kids are home all but Friday. So that's pretty cool. Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm fortunate to be able to continue working where some people are not. So that's how that's going. All right, I'm going to get back to stitching on my model stitch, which you cannot look at. I'm hoping I can finish it tonight so that tomorrow I can actually stitch on my focus piece. Oh, that's what's funny. So the new numbers were called for next month, and one of them is Dash Away. So when I finish that one I'll get to color it in. The other one is Spangled, which is a page finish, which I'm really close on. So, and let me see if I can show you my Whip Go board. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I have completed a couple that haven't been called yet. So what I do is I color them differently, and they don't officially count until they're called, but they're already done, so that when the number is called, they'll be automatically done. This is one of the reasons that I don't, just because it gets called this month doesn't mean I have to work on it so many days this month. It just means that whenever I do get it done, I can color it in. It may take me the rest of the year. I don't know where my phone went. Oh, it's underneath y'all so that y'all sit up like this. Anyways, so I have some different colors on my Whip Go board now. I have not had one called that's been finished, but I have, you know, the finished and the call. So anyways, that is it for this. I'm going to get to stitching, and I will check back in with y'all probably tomorrow night. Bye. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It is Monday, March 30th. This is going to be the end of this vlog, and I will start on next week's vlog. I really should have brought a ponytail because I'm sitting in front of an AC. As you can see, I'm back in one of the smaller shacks. I'm working at a new site, doing some new stuff, you know, going with the flow with all the changes that are going on. So last night I mostly worked on my model stitch. I kept getting interrupted, so it took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It came out so beautifully though. I cannot wait to show y'all. I just absolutely adore it. So then after I got done with that, I did have a little bit longer before the end of the night. Oh, take that back. First, oh, I don't have it with me. I have a picture. So I did about 11 o'clock. I stopped on the model stitch because it was the 29th, and we start something new on the 29th in Virtual Stitchers. And so I stopped for a bit, trying to figure out where things are, to do my new start. Excuse me, wrong phone. Don't judge. Okay, so this is the one Vic picked for my leap into a new start, and it's Kitty with Duck. I think it's so cute. I love how his tail is holding the umbrella for the duck. And this was my little start on it. And just 2 strands, 2 strands of floss. They were cut kind of short. And I put it back away and got back on my model stitching. And then about 1 in the morning or so, I did finish it. And of course it was my hay night last night. So I needed to work on Once Upon a Fairy Tale. And I got put about 200 stitches put in. So here's where that looks like. The top one and that one. So you're starting to be able to see like there's a tree, it's sky, things like that. So I got 200 stitches in on it. Then I came to work tonight. And really this is part of tomorrow's video, or next week's video, but we'll sneak peek. I just finished my daily 30 on Minnie Alice and a Dolly Dream. I'm almost finished with that block. I'm so close, super close. So that is it for this week. I'm sorry it's been kind of a crazy week because of you know, work schedule changes and dealing with all the staying at home stuff. So that is it for me this week. Thank you for anybody new who has joined me, all of you that come back week after week to deal with the craziness with me, and I'll see y'all next week.